country. Hustle hard and we straight back to the money. You ain't know, we be on it. 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 Down here, we on the grind. Fresh whips, big chips, rim shine. You ain't know, we be on it. 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 Hey, I was raised up gutter, other side of the track. Mama told me do your thing, drummer boy, get stacked. I'm the hottest, so I'm about to put my state up on the map. I ain't stating my opinion, it's a more boys build where I'm at, bro. I love this street. I'm a Carolina boy, shouting hoes love me. Poppin' tag, chain shining, hustle hard, gotta eat. Call my diamonds Martin Lawrence, cause they got blue street, 2 feet. But hey, I'ma stand on my own too. Coupe paint, really white, same color.
Yes. First and foremost, shout out to DJ Famous for the live edits. You know what I mean? Happy New Year's, ladies and gentlemen. This is our first episode of 2026. You know you're going to write 2025 on all your paperwork for the first 2 to 3 weeks.
Yep.
But it is January 6th, 2026. We hope and pray everybody had a great New Year. We hope your New Year is off to a wonderful start. We want to welcome you to our first installment of the new year. As you guys are coming on in, be sure to say hello. Feel free to like, comment, and share. And shout out to everyone who's joining us live, whether it be via YouTube, via Facebook, via Apple Podcasts. What else we got? Spotify, Twitch. Welcome and Happy New Year to you all. Come on in.
Happy Three Kings Day, courtesy of the tribal people. What up,
yeah,
Ron? What up,
I
Ron?
learned something. It's Christmas for Latin America, South America, Spain, Portugal, and the Caribbean. So Merry
Masters
Christmas
Media.
if you live in that region. James Masters is here. I saw he already shared the link on his page. I was able to see it and like. Yeah, thank you, James. Yeah, still releasing music. My mother is here. Mom is here, keeping the perfect attendance rolling. Shout out to my mom and the rest of my family. I love you guys. Thank you for your unwavering support to the No Shortcuts platform with Midas and Fame.
Hey, what's been up with
Who
you,
else
man?
we
Happy
got?
New Year to you.
Man, Happy New Year to you. Well, we actually worked together on New Year's Eve.
I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot
told me.
already. But I'm saying, I'm not saying we worked together because you said Happy New Year, but just to refresh the people,
Happy New Year.
we do. We just gonna recap quickly, but yeah, we did a wedding reception. Well, I joined you on the reception part. You did the wedding and everything on New Year's Eve. And shout out to a member of our community, Matt Starnes. I didn't expect to see him, the hospitality butler. He was on in one of our earlier episodes, man, and it was a No Shortcuts event. I went live on TikTok for a little while. DJ B, Brian Park of Park Place Entertainment, joined us for a little while. So we had a good time, man, and it was cool. You and I have had a chance to do a couple of New Year's Eve weddings, and this one was a little bit on the livelier side, younger crowd and everything, but they went all the way till 12 a.m. and we had a wonderful time, man. And shout out to the couple. I forget their names right off the bat from last week. Was it Will and let me not do that.
Will and
Lucy. Yeah, okay,
I forgot too.
Right.
Once you said Will,
I
I
was trying to think.
But I wouldn't.
Yeah, I remember Will. Yeah, but it was great, man. It was a great time. We were up in Fort Mill and lovely establishment, man. We had a wonderful time bringing in the new year. Then also, let's see, what else did I do last week? I had New Year's Day wide open, but I had a couple of funerals / homegoing services that I had to do Friday and Saturday, and also Friday evening, the Mount Dewell Youth Ministry. We all went out to eat and everything like that on Friday. And then so after I did the homegoing service on Saturday, I had a concert at Mount Zion out in Hickory Grove, North Carolina. I was hired to play out there. Shout out to Miss Lisa Darby for the phone call for doing that. Church on Sunday, and we kind of hit the reset on yesterday. And here we are. Here we are.
That's right, man. It's been quite a time since the holiday season, man.
It's been a time.
We got through it though. We got through Christmas. Everybody
yes, we
was
did.
Happy. Family was good. Got through the new year. That wedding was definitely a little bit off the chain. I liked it.
Yeah.
And now
it was great.
and kind of cool out, refresh mode, right? Kind of getting
Yeah,
took the rest of last week after that wedding, kind of took some days off to kind of chill out and
absolutely.
get mentally ready. But now, this first week of the year, really, now I'm
Yes.
using that time to get your automations back up, get all
Yeah.
your like looking at processes from last year, right? To say, all right,
Yes.
what was working, what do I need to tweak? 'Cause I had a list of things I've been keeping, the last few months
Hmm.
to say, all right, 1st of January, I got to get this done, I got to get that done, because I have
Yeah.
off time, right? I have nothing until
Right.
for the first couple weeks of the month, I don't have
Uh-huh.
anything live, so just using it to
Yeah.
kind of tweak some
Still
stuff,
be productive. Yeah.
still be productive,
Yeah.
analyze this pricing situation and see what's up. We got some more people
Yeah.
joining with us,
Cause we
man.
cause we know you going up on the prices. Trey
Yeah,
J.
I appreciate it. What up, Trey
DJ
J?
Trey J is
Oh, he
here,
likes
former
my
guest of the platform.
he likes my new office. Watch
Ah,
this.
yeah,
Hold
yeah,
on, you can even see.
yeah, yeah. That's nice, man.
Little
Very nice. You got to do the
little green
promo.
screen, little green
Got
screen
to do the
action.
promo. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. And who
Day
else is
day
here?
two daily money.
Daily,
Daily money.
daily
What's
money.
up?
I
What
like
up?
that
What up? What
name.
up? What up?
Yeah,
I
try
like
to
that
get a
too.
little bit daily.
DJ 83.
DJ
What's
83, our
happening?
guy Thomas Neal is
Man,
here, former guest of the
man,
platform. Who else is here? I'm
man.
trying to see over here, you guys.
Natalia's
Natalia's
with us.
here,
Hello.
former guest of the platform. She joined us on the holiday party episode
Oh
along
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Juan and James. We had a great time on our Christmas episode before. My brother is here. Smooth Sales is in the house. Been doing spectacular things. Y'all check him out at Smooth Sales. I know he had a busy Christmas and holiday season as
Yeah, yeah.
well.
We're coming to see you
So
this weekend, Matt. We're coming through on Saturday
yeah, Matt, you
after the
better get his number so he don't stand you up,
Nah, we coming through
so
for
you can
real.
check it.
We coming through for real. We coming through Saturday after the cheer competition in Florence. We're
Yeah,
gonna be
man.
down there. We're gonna be down there.
Okay.
Trey J. Speaking of prices going up, yeah, I
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
We gonna
Yesterday's
get
price
there,
is
Trey
not
J.
today's price, right?
That's right. I hope not. I hope not at least.
Yeah, yeah. And I gotta say, in one of my events that I had going on, that the concert I played
Mhm.
Saturday night at Mount Zion, Miss Lisa Darby, I gotta tip my hat to her because when she reached out to me, she said, "I know prices have gone up."
Thank you for
And she's
saying that
telling
up
me.
front. Thank
Yeah,
you.
she said she telling me. It's
Yeah.
like I know prices have gone up, so what's your fee? I know what we did last year, but
Mhm.
I appreciated that
Mhm.
so
Thank you
much.
for
And she
saying
sent me
that.
home with a plate of food. I had spaghetti and Alfredo in the same box with the
Nice.
garlic bread. But that's
That's
neither here
nice.
nor there. It's lunchtime. I don't want to make you guys too
Yeah,
hungry.
and I didn't eat yet. I did not eat yet. I had a call just before we got on here today. I had a wedding call, and the lady was referred to me by someone else that she was at a wedding I did, but this
Yeah.
wedding was December of 24, right? And she
Okay.
was at this wedding. She
Uh-huh.
remembered it. She said that she came in late because she was somebody's DD, but she was there for
Ah.
like the last 30 minutes, and it was off the show, all this kind of stuff. And she's real,
Yeah.
friendly with the bride, so she knew. I'm assuming she might have known how much I charged that
Oh,
bride, but
probably so.
I
Yep.
had to tell her, I had to prepare her up front. Like, so yeah, she booked me in October of 23. So we're in
Yes, yes.
26
So
right
yeah,
now. So it's
let me
gonna
just
be
give you that little tidbit of information.
it's gonna be a little bit it's gonna be a
Hmm.
little bit different. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. One says no longer free 99. We leveled up
Nice.
to free 199.
Free
Okay.
199. I'll take a
I'm
free
with that.
cruise.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yo.
man. So we just glad to be here, man. We
Mhm.
glad that, we all made it over into 2026. And we're
Congratulations.
excited, man, to do this another year and looking forward to see what this year has in store for us all as being entrepreneurs or supporters of entrepreneurs. And we here at No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame, we're here to take the journey with you guys, man.
Mhm.
And it's a pleasure. It's a
That's a
pleasure.
perfect
Thank you.
segue, man. Speaking of entrepreneurs
Uh-huh.
and journeys,
Yes.
we have a guest today. This
Mm-hmm.
guy has been on quite the journey. He's what I call a serial entrepreneur.
Cereal. You
Serial
can't stop.
entrepreneur. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you a quick story before I bring him on here. I was,
Yeah.
you all know, I used to manage jewelry stores for Zales back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was at the Zales in Rock Hill, I always wanted to do things differently. and not
Yeah.
hire. I didn't want my jewelry stores to look like what we call the jewelry robots. You know, when you go into every jewelry store in the mall, you see the stuffy dudes with the suit on or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we was in Rock Hill, man. We wanted to get a little bit more flavor, a little bit more color,
Absolutely.
you know, a little bit more personality in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy right here, he delivered. He was in
Awesome.
college. He was in college at the time, man. He was a college student.
Winthrop alum.
He was at Winthrop. He was a go-getter. I just knew early on. I said, this guy, he's got that personality, that drive. And now he's gone on to do great things. He's mastered the 36 chamber for sure. And we're going to bring him on to talk about it. Y'all, let's have a big welcome. Put some claps, put some ones in the chat for my man, Jonathan Scott.
Yes.
What's good? What's good? Y'all like how I just took that fake sip of coffee just now?
Yeah, it took a ice.
Yeah. I finally finished mine. I was reheating for an hour. Now
my cup has all kinds of stuff in it that it would be fake. You can tell.
Yeah, don't drink the pistols though.
Yeah. Yo, this guy was in college. He was in college. He was working at Zales. He had a rap group. Him and his boys at Winthrop. They was on the radio. They was doing shows. I even DJ'd sometime with him. And it was quite a time. That was his record.
I just texted my old people and I said, hey man, they just played our very first single that was on the radio in the intro. He's like, oh, you got that? I said, man, he got a hard drive, man.
I had it all on the hard drive still.
And Jonathan took me back, you know, when we were in the green room, you know, because and shout out to V Keys, Mellow Groove member, and he was telling me he had worked with V Keys before, telling me about the transfers, and I was like, I heard of these guys, and then he started talking about Mo, you know, and Mo is from Sherrard, South Carolina, so shout out to Mo if you're watching, man, you know, just jogging them,
yes sir,
just jogging the memory a little bit, so it's great. Thank you for joining.
Me and Vince, man, Vince was on the track we did back in the day. I think it was called Shawty. SAAWY.
T-Y. Yeah, that's how you got that. Yeah, that's they done changed it in the lexicon to that.
Yeah. But shout out to G-Keys, man. My old group members, Mo and Steve, man.
Yeah. Awesome.
Steve Willie. That's right, Steve Willie.
There you go. There you go.
Starting to come back
we're all grown now, so Steve's name is, you call him Andrew. He's Andrew now.
Oh, yeah, Andrew.
Andrew, okay. Going by the government.
Good, man. We appreciate you coming on with us, Jonathan. I know it's been a while, man. It's been a while. I've been following you, you know, and everything that you've been doing since you graduated college forever ago now, it seems like. And I was just always like, oh, I'm so happy with what this guy's been doing. I've been proud of you, man. And I'm excited to get you to come on. I reached out to Jonathan a while ago. And he ghosted me for a while. He was
don't do that.
Like,
don't do that.
I was like, yo, why my man not getting back to me? But then once he got back, he explained it. And he said he really don't need. I Facebook messaged him because I didn't assume his number was the same.
Who checks Facebook Messenger nowadays? Who does that?
I know.
Exactly.
I do.
I didn't assume his phone number was the same, so I hit him there. I still got the
okay. He might have already been on Facebook let me just shoot him a message while I'm on it.
That thing went unread for like 2 weeks. But then he hit me back, and then we chopped it up for a while, and we had to get him on the show for real.
Yeah.
Jonathan, let's get better. Let's get the folks familiar with you, man. Tell us a little bit about where you're from. You know, what you were doing as a youth.
Yeah, man. So I'm from Sumter, South Carolina, man. Very proud to say that. Grew up in a great family, great parents, great aunts, great uncles, great cousins. Went from there, went to USC Sumter for a year. Then I transitioned and went to Winthrop University, Rock Hill, South Carolina, as you know. Graduated from there. Started working at Allstate Insurance Company as a sales professional.
Okay.
Did very well doing that. I left probably about 3 years in. I did very well as a sales professional. I said, you know what? I don't feel fulfilled. A lot of my uncles are actually in the military. The Army, I knew the Army was not for me, so I wasn't doing that. So I did did the Air Force. So I joined the Air Force Reserve, and I would tell you that's a step in my life. I don't regret it at all. The best thing that ever happened to me. I truly believe I went there. Yeah, man. I went there. I forgot what age I was. I was like late 20s. But man, I
Okay.
think I truly became a man when I actually went there because it taught me discipline and everything else. So
Mm-hmm.
once I got out of tech school and went back to Allstate as a sales professional, I just wanted more at that point in time. So my old manager, I was like, "Hey, look, man," I said, "I'm looking to become a manager, if possible."
Uh-huh.
So he said, "Yeah, you got to go through these steps." Went through those steps, became a manager, killed it there, and then just my
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur mindset was like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I want more. I'm like, well, I'm making Allstate all this money on the sales floor as a manager. Why can't I own my own agency?
Hold on, let's
Right.
stop there. Let's stop there.
Yes, stop there.
Let's
Stop
stop there.
there.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna work up to that, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to that kid in Sumter, though. Let's go
Okay.
back
Yeah.
to that kid at Sumter. Tell us about what you were doing. Some things that you were interested in growing up. As a kid.
Playing outside.
Mm-hmm.
Things that kids
Playing
don't do
outside.
nowadays. I was
Yeah.
playing
Any.
outside, man. Out in Daysdale,
Yeah.
South Carolina, man. With all my cousins playing basketball, football,
Mhm.
running around, go karts.
Yeah.
Speaking about SafeParlay, playing spades, tunk,
Uh-huh.
doing a
Yeah.
little gambling here and there, with my little cousins or whatever. But yeah, man, as a kid, I wasn't the smartest kid. I was just like I was like the outgoing kid. I used to always like to talk
Mm-hmm.
a lot from what I've been
Mhm.
told.
Yeah.
Play around a lot. Always been like a bit of a
Yeah.
joke. Never got in too much trouble. But as a kid, man,
Mm-hmm.
I had, like I said, I had a great family, man. I had great cousins, so I just played a lot.
Okay.
Much.
Mhm.
Any siblings? Only
Oh yeah,
child?
yeah, yeah, yes. I have
Sibling.
a little brother and I have a half brother and a half sister. But yeah, my
Uh-huh.
little brother, that's like my day one, man. Me and him be like real tight, man. My little brother Jeff, man.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I assume you were probably into some music a little bit as a youth also.
Yeah, as a youth, man. Here's the thing. So as a youth, I was real big into like R&B and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And you wouldn't classify Michael Jackson as R&B, but I was big into the Jackson Five and Michael
Mhm.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Growing up, Boys to Men. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, man. I was real big into music, but it was more so like R&B. I didn't get
Yeah.
into rap music until I was in high school, and this dude in high school used to sell like
The
burnt DVD.
mixtapes and all that.
Yeah, yeah, mixtapes like burnt CDs or whatever.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
My very first CD I bought was what was it? I think it was Jadakiss. I think it was
Oh,
Jadakiss.
wow.
I was like, oh crap, this is what
Yeah.
rap is like. This dude is like dope. So yeah, I
Yeah.
love R&B, but I fell in love with rap music in high school, and I got my very first album, which was Jadakiss's first album.
Yeah,
Nice.
and Jadakiss is one of the greats, man. I gotta say, one of the greats of all. He called himself top 5 dead or alive. And this rap group I played keys for CIAA a few years ago. I had to be like 2016, I believe. We had the opportunity to open for Jadakiss one night. So he's a great artist. He stood the test of time. So I just want to throw that in there real
Oh yeah,
quick.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely, man.
cool
So,
deal.
when did you start rapping yourself?
Mm. That was at Winthrop University in college.
Uh-huh.
Me and my best friend Steve. We had a group. It was called Transfer Kids,
Mhm.
and the name
Mm.
came from I transferred from UC Sumter.
I was just putting that together.
Yeah, he transferred. I forgot what college he transferred from, but anyway,
Uh-huh.
we both transferred, so we had to call it Transfer Kids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We had our very first album. That was my very first album I ever did with Steve. I wish I could find it, but Anyways, we did very well on that, and then I pledged Omega Psi Phi,
Uh-huh.
and then Mo, Mo, he
Yep.
was already like
Yeah.
killing the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
his hooks was like crazy. And so
Uh-huh.
I talked to Steve about it. I said, hey, look, man, you think about adding Mo to the group? Steve's like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mo dope, man. So yeah, we brought Mo in, and then Mo was like, take the kids part off, man. We ain't gonna be the transfer.
I just transfer. Yeah, the
The
transfer.
transfers, and yeah, that's how. That's when I started rapping in college. So
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Did you guys ever hear while you at Winthrop? Did you ever hear of To the Realness or Seventh Heaven Productions by chance?
okay, see, I can answer this two different ways. I can lie and say
Okay.
yeah, and make somebody feel
Well,
good.
we don't want you to lie. We want the
Okay,
truth.
well, nah, I never heard of it. I ain't trying to hurt them.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I was just curious because that was a group of guys. Well, I can't say guys. We had a couple of female artists as well, but that was a group of students and artists that I had the pleasure to work with and record with during my years at Winthrop. I was probably there a few years before you guys
Okay.
came there. I was just curious if the name carried on after we left or not. You know, but that's cool, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah.
So about the when you were coming up and you got to Winthrop, and I know you mentioned that sales and marketing and advertising, that's always been your bag. Did that come
Mhm.
from did that come from your parents, like
Great
that
question. Great question.
entrepreneurship?
Uh, Entrepreneurship. No, I think so. The marketing piece came from when I was a kid. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Big.
Hmm. I
Big.
just
That's
saw it over Christmas
Okay.
season. Or
Oh
Thanksgiving.
man.
Over
Yeah, you taking
Thanksgiving
me
we
back.
watched it. Yeah.
yep. You pretty
Wow.
much it was a grown it was a kid but like in a grown man body, and he
Hmm.
just was like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
having fun and making everything. So that's when I fell in love with marketing as a kid when I first saw that movie. So
Yeah.
my whole
Okay.
life I just dreamed for working with the marketing company. I
Hmm.
remember when we won't go back in the story about this, but when I worked for Travis at Zales, Travis used to
Uh-huh.
allow me to actually take pictures too. So I used to come up with like my own magazine ad. So I would take
Oh,
pictures at
nice.
Zales, yeah, for like my portfolio or whatever. But
Hmm.
Yeah.
when I did the marketing thing, marketing leads into entrepreneurship. Once you start doing enough marketing and enough sales, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty good at this. Let me start my
Yeah.
own thing. So the entrepreneurship
Mm-hmm.
bug just kind of came. I would probably say again after the military, man, because the military just made me wanted me to want more. It showed me that I
I
can do
got you.
more than what I thought I can actually do. So that came later on, but the
Mm-hmm.
marketing bug was in me as a kid.
Yeah, man,
Mm-hmm.
that's real interesting. Because we always hear about people going to the military straight out of high school and then
Yeah.
going to college when they're done. And you
Yeah.
kind of did the opposite. You
The
went to, you
reverse.
did
Yeah.
some college
Oh
first,
man,
and
yeah,
then yeah, grown man in the military for sure.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
an interesting journey, man.
It
Um,
is.
Tell us about some of the other jobs that you had before
Yeah,
getting into insurance, right? And
yeah,
which
yeah,
ones
yeah.
was the
Worked at
best, and why was it Zales?
Yeah, I worked at CarMax. I worked at CarMax. I think I worked
Uh,
at CarMax first.
yeah,
I
yeah,
went
yeah.
to Zales. I forgot why I went to Zales. Maybe it was just shopping around or whatever. But that's when I met Travis. I'm like, man, this dude is cool,
Uh,
man. And I forgot how we interacted, but you was like, man, look, man, you can bring that flavor over here. I'm like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
if you want. So
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
applied, and I will tell you, man, I'm not just saying this because I'm on this podcast right now. Travis was by far the coolest and the best manager I ever had.
Oh
No
Oh,
bull,
that's
man.
what's up.
Thank you.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Send me
Like
your
work didn't
Venmo.
really
Send me your
work.
Venmo. I'll send you something.
Yeah, hey, man, I appreciate that. Well, work didn't too long I worked there because Travis was real. He wanted stuff to get done and he wanted stuff done right. But at the same
Uh-huh.
point, like having that cool manager, man. We were talking about music and any and everything, personal stuff. It was like it was a real
Yeah.
laid back, chill job at Zales, man. By far,
Uh-huh.
like I said, it's like the easiest job I ever had, if that makes sense.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
Well,
awesome.
and not
it's
because he
easy
didn't
when
work,
you're
but
good at
because
it.
the way the environment that he created there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
tell this guy
Kudos to
was a
Famous.
talker. He was a talker.
Yeah.
He was a salesman. Came from CarMax. I was like, all right, let's
Mhm.
go. Let's go. I know he could sell
Yeah.
something. If you could sell cars, you could
Yeah.
sell jewelry.
That's what I was thinking. The product really doesn't matter if you have the
Right.
skill set, right? Yeah.
You know, a memory that
Awesome.
always sticks to me, Travis, from working at Zales. Again, it's not necessarily a good memory, but one thing that's always stuck to me all this time was that one lady. I don't know if you remember. This one young lady. I think her parents owned a store in the mall, and she came in Zales to buy her boyfriend an engagement ring,
Mhm.
and
Oh
then
wow.
we sold it to her. And then like the next day, she brought it back, and the dude told her no. I'm like,
Oh.
that
Oh
memory
no.
always stuck with me. I'm like, dang,
Oh man.
Oh man.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Shout out to
Yeah,
her
and you
for
don't hear
taking that
about
leap,
women.
though.
You don't. Yeah, you don't hear about women doing that too much, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
You guys would know more than me because I'm not in the jewelry business.
Yeah, I
But
think
you
that might
don't.
have been the one time it happened.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
In
That was
all the
before it
years.
Okay.
became fun to put it on social media. She did it, and
Yeah.
she's like,
So
dang.
I guess we could take a moment for a little PSA.
Listen,
Don't, ladies, y'all don't buy the ring. Let the guy get it and talk to you
either
about
way,
it.
make sure you know the answer before you ask the question.
Yeah,
That part, yeah. Because imagine how you feel. Got to go back in there and get your money back.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
man.
didn't ask no
Man.
questions. She brought it back. I said,
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably had a
there you
little
go.
bit of sad face and all that, but we gonna
Yeah.
leave that alone.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah, man. Wow.
So I know we mentioned you mentioned that you had once you got into insurance you were succeeding there, and then
Mhm.
you always wanted more. You wanted more. It wasn't
Mhm.
enough to be just the top salesperson there. You saw, I'm sure you saw what your mentors and your managers there was doing was like, how
Mm-hmm.
come I can't do that? How come I can't have my own?
Exactly.
So what was the process for you of going from an employee to
Uh-huh.
starting your own agency?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Marcel.
Pretty much had to dig into that 401k. That's one because the start your own agency isn't cheap. So I
Uh-huh.
did that. And then when I did it, man, really, that's when my marketing, I was kind of like ahead of the curve back then. So
Really.
I was I wasn't the first, but instead of me sending out mailers for insurance, I was big into, at this point in time, I had my master's degree in internet marketing from Full Sail
Oh, wow.
University. I
Okay.
was like one of the first ones that knew about SEO and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was running Facebook ads that would cost me like $100, but I was getting like 200 leads. This is
Oh,
before it really blew up, right? So
Right.
yeah.
I was killing it at like a quarter of the price when I first started my Allstate agency. And one thing Travis told me before this interview, said, "Look, I want you to be open and honest. Talk about some of your
Absolutely.
bumps in the road too." And I had a bump in the
Uh-huh.
road, so I was killing it. I was in the top 1%. Got all the trips around the country, whatever, out of the country as well, getting all these awards. But they have one
Yeah.
requirement: you need to, I think it was pass your series something. You know, there's 7. I don't know what it is, but you need to pass it
Okay.
within 2 years of you having your agency, unless you have to give your agency up. So with
Mm.
me, I have a master's degree. I did good. I did okay in college. I'll pass it. No worries. I had to pass all these tests to get in the first place. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
big procrastinator. I'm still working on that till this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it comes up to like a year and a half, and my leader was like, "Jay Scott, you killed it, but you got to pass this test." I said, "Oh yeah, I got it." So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
test, and you got 3 tries to pass it. And everybody
Okay.
always tells the story about, "Oh yeah, I almost passed it. I only missed about one question." And they really be lying. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
test 3 times by one question.
Oh,
And I
Really?
was like, "Oh yeah, seriously." And so at the end of the day, they were like, "You got to sell your agency. You're one of our top agents, but you didn't pass this series or whatever it was. You got to sell it."
Uh-huh.
And I was hurt, man. I was like, "Dang, I put my all into this." So here's the thing, and this is where God kind of steps in, man. I sold an agency, and right when I sold it, I think no more than like 6 months later, COVID hit. And so
Mm.
that sale of the agency was like most like a blessing in disguise. Now, I do want to back up. The guy that bought my agency, he's doing really well as well. The agency's still
Uh-huh.
open. But just for
Okay.
me personally, it was like a good reset for me.
Yeah.
So that came right on time. And COVID, I didn't have to deal with all the people aren't working, so not paying the insurance bill. So I had a nice little nest egg there from that
Uh-huh.
sale. Then I started an independent agency that went okay. After like 6 months, I'm like, no, this really isn't for me. So I sold that one off. And then I thought of a company that I started called Mindful Unicorn. And what Mindful
Okay.
Unicorn was about is I'm real big on, I got into therapy around about COVID time as well. And so it
Okay.
did so much good for me. I was like, man, like, I wish I knew about this, a long time ago. Not saying I would have went to
Right.
therapy because my child was great, but I just wish I knew
Yeah.
about it. But
Just knew
anyways, I was
aware.
like,
Yeah.
help other people that look like me go to therapy. So my idea was during COVID times to sell masks, hoodies, and shirts, and all the proceeds would go to providing free therapy sessions for minorities. And I
Okay.
did that, and that went really well as well. Also started
Mhm.
a trucking company with my little bro
Wow.
Jeffrey. Um,
Okay.
that went really well. That we had to close that down because the truck got total loss after a year. So I'm
Mm.
talking about some of my bumps right now, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everything
Absolutely.
is always crazy. So it's
Hmm.
always felt like everything was going so great for me, then something would just happen to take it away. But again, everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So then after that, shortly after that, after my truck got total loss, I reached back out to Allstate reached out to me, believe it or not, like one of the employees, like, "Hey, they
Oh.
changed the rule, right?" I'm like, "What do you mean?
Okay.
You don't have to pass that hard behind test anymore." I was like, "Really? Really?"
Wow.
Wow.
So anyway, I reached back out to Allstate and said, "Yeah, that's true. You don't have to worry about that test anymore. We realize
Yeah.
whatever." And I do want to say this because Allstate's a great company. I'm not talking trash about it. Love Allstate.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Went back to Allstate, did very well there. Had that agency for about 3 years, started in 2022. I actually just sold that agency in October of last year. So,
Okay.
and like Travis said at the very beginning, I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I
Serial
love,
Yeah.
entrepreneur,
Yeah.
man.
yeah, man. So if you
Always
can
got
count,
an idea.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's 3 agencies. Mindful Unicorn to help minorities out, and the trucking business, all
Mhm.
within that time frame.
Yeah, and I just
that's
remember
awesome.
over the years, over the recent years, there's been a few different times you've reached out to me and say, "Hey, man, I want you to take a look at this. I want you to, get your eyeballs on this. Tell me what this
Yeah,
sounds like, what this feels like." Like he always has some ideas working, like trying to,
that's awesome.
keep some things moving and getting input, at an infancy stage to see what it feels like, from the outside and stuff. So I always
Absolutely.
appreciate, and vice versa. I reached out to him quite a few times for some insurance quotes. Like
That's great.
we didn't end up switching, but I said, let me call my man and see what
And I
he got
appreciated that
going
too,
on.
Travis, man. You won't believe. Matter of fact, you guys may believe this, man. When you own a business, and here's the thing: nobody's obligated to do anything,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you own a business, you will be surprised how many people that say they mess with you
And
and don't reach out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In regards
Yeah,
to
at least for a
just give you
consultation or
insurance.
something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least
So
get.
Yeah.
that really meant
I
a
feel
lot,
the
Travis.
same way. Like in my business with doing weddings and events, people that I've known for 30 years now, I see that they. Oh, you just got married, huh? Oh, you're having the wedding. But
Yeah,
don't
you ain't
even-
holler at me, though.
You ain't even holler. Like, I don't even get a look. But like you
Yeah.
may end up not choosing me, right? Which is fine.
Right.
But to not even get a look is kind of weird. Like so, like you said, even though I didn't
Yeah.
go with his agency, I always went to him to get a second look at something. Like, yo,
yeah,
tell me what this
hey,
looks
that's-
like, and what his quotes will look like. And I always appreciate him taking the time
Yeah.
to do that for me, man. A serial entrepreneur, man. It's just in the blood. It's in the
Yeah.
blood. Like you already know, you don't want to work for somebody.
Yeah. I got to figure out a way to get it.
Yeah.
Get it on my own,
Absolutely, man.
awesome.
And Nita
I
says
want
that
to
she
hold on,
loved-
real quick, Travis. I want to touch on that point because that's where a
Ah.
point where I'm at right now in my life with SafeParlay, because also I just sold my agency a few months ago, but a startup tech company is not going to pay the bills. I got some money from the sale, but so right now I'm in that transition to where I don't want to, but
Mm-hmm.
do I need to pick up a part-time job while I'm trying to build this up? And here's the thing, man, I got a family now, man. So, I'm not trying to, I'll do anything for my family. I'll go shovel
Absolutely.
dirt to provide for my
Yeah.
family. But as a sure entrepreneur, I do think you have to have the mindset to know when you just need to work for somebody else, even if it's just for a short amount of time,
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
build your capital to help fund
Yeah.
what you need got going on. So that's where I am right now, to where, okay, cool, this money ain't gonna last forever. You may need to pick up something else while you're working on this big project. So
While you're building, and ain't nothing wrong with that if you
Nothing
have
at
to,
all.
because you have to do, like you said, you have to do what's best for yourself, and you have a family as well, so you have to consider your whole situation outside of just yourself, who you have to provide for. So there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing at all.
That's part of being responsible and making good decisions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So then tell me about how the idea for SafeParlay came from and what that process
Yes.
mentally was like to make that decision to go ahead and take that sale to start this up.
And he got the hoodie on too.
Yeah. Shout out to my little cousin Paris, man. She made this shirt in a day, by the way.
Yeah.
So shout out to Paris.
Ah,
She get on my nerves.
okay.
Yeah. But so here's the thing, man. So growing up as a kid, I told you before, it comes down to gambling and stuff. I'm not talking about not even $10, but it's a little kid. You just play spades for like a little quarters and nickels and stuff. I grew up around that stuff, right? And when I went to college, I forgot who it was that introduced me to like sports betting. But in college, that's what I was kind of introduced. Like, hey, you can make some money doing sports betting. I remember the very first bet I placed. It was like on the Oakland Raiders. I don't know. It was like I won like $10. I was like, oh crap! I just won $10. But anyways, and this is going to tie back to Zales, believe it or not, Travis.
Okay.
So I wasn't, again, as a college kid, they don't got no money. You can't be like you heavy into gambling because you only got but so much money. But it was something fun. But anyway, as I started gambling, I was like, man, this is actually pretty cool. When I was working at Zales, Travis, you would know better than me. What are those people that were called? They used to come once or twice a year, and they would customize like rings.
Yeah. Well,
So
do like the bridal show. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
exactly. So there was a guy that I don't remember the guy's name, but I was talking to him, just shooting this stuff, or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm from Vegas." I'm like, oh man, I always wanted to go to Vegas, man, because I do little sports betting and stuff, and it's pretty cool. And he looked at me with the most serious face. He was like, "Do not start gambling." I'm like, oh, you gamble? He said, "Yeah." True story, by the way. He pulled out his wallet. He showed me a picture. It was him, his wife, I think like 2 or 3 kids. He's like, "You see this?" I said, that's you. He said, yeah. He said, I haven't seen my wife and my kids in 5 years. I was like, what?
Wow.
He was
Because
like,
of the
he said, dude,
gambling
I
stuff.
put my kids' college fund gambling.
Ooh.
Wife left me.
Mm.
Similar to the girl that returned the ring, and I never forgot it. I never forgot that story either.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
man, I'm thinking to myself, like, it can't get that bad. Like, dude, that's kind of crazy. You're gonna blow your kids' college fund on gambling, but
Some
that's
people
what
can't
really
stop.
happened to this guy. He just couldn't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
So anywho, so fast forward, go back to Mind for Unicorn, right? So obviously, whenever I sent people to different therapists around the country, I never asked somebody, because I can't ask somebody, hey, what did he go to you for? I mean, I wouldn't even want to know that.
Right.
But when I transitioned out of Mind for Unicorn, I wanted to figure out what can I do now to help people. I went back to a few of the different therapists and said, hey, look, a mixture of what you were told prior to my clients and with some of my clients, what are some of the main things that you're seeing that I can possibly help? And without hesitation, I think I asked like 5 different therapists. 4 to 5 said gambling addiction.
Really?
I'm like, gambling addiction.
And we don't normally consider that when we think of therapy and mental health, right?
That's exactly, because people don't want to talk about it, man. It's like a silent, it's like a silent killer. And I was like, gambling addiction. I'm like, I gamble. But again, I don't gamble crazy. So it's like, man, like, how did they get to that point? But I was okay, cool. I want to find out if I could find a way to actually help those individuals. I will. But I just was drawing a blank. I don't know how to help somebody to stop gambling, tell them to stop gambling. But anywho, my little brother, he's brilliant, by the way. Out of the two, he's a smart one. He was like, he's always thinking the cryptocurrency. He was like, hey, look, man, you should get in on this coin, get on this coin. And every time he used to say this, like the coin would just shoot up. So he told me about this project. I believe it was called Control Token, in which it had without breaking out all the math and stuff, it was a pretty cool token, and it went like 10x the money. And so it went 10x, and then it kind of like died down. And so I was like, man, if people just knew about this project, it could just blow up. I was like, what it was missing was something to keep it ongoing, so to speak. And that's when I had that aha moment. People aren't going to stop gambling. Every time you turn on your TV, you turn on a podcast, it's being sponsored by DraftKings, a FanDuel,
DraftKings, Underdog,
or whoever. And then
the gas stations, the stuff you buying the numbers, and people be holding up the line.
Hey, don't get it twisted now. I definitely bought one of them Powerball tickets. That thing was up to $2 million.
Yeah.
I only spent $20. I ain't crazy with it.
Yeah.
But I was like, man. So I started doing my research on it, and what I saw was the suicide rate jumps up tremendously when someone has gambling addiction. The divorce rate jumps up tremendously when somebody has a gambling addiction. And I was like, if this is the case, why am I keep seeing advertisements for more gambling? And then I started doing more research. It was like 85% of people that gamble lose. So I'm like, hold on. So the government is okay with pushing. The government's not pushing it, but they're okay with
giving you the option.
Exactly. For gambling, and there's no regulations for it. Keep in mind, you can't see I believe you can't see a cigarette commercial. I believe like it's outlawed or whatever, right? Because the government realized, this is bad for individuals. And so that's when, again, I had this aha moment. Okay, cool. How can I make gambling safer? I'm not going to be able to get rid of it. That's impossible. Cigarettes are still here. Drugs are still here. Alcohol is still here. How can I make it safer? And without getting into all the math and stuff, I figured out a way to make it safer, to where you will be able to gamble on this platform and no BS. I'm gonna give you a quick example real quick. Let me ask you guys a question. If you go to Vegas and you bet $100 and your team loses, what happens to your $100?
Gone.
It's gone.
Gone. Could you ask for a partial back or say, hey, look, man, I almost had to win?
I almost hit it.
I almost ain't good enough.
Exactly. With my platform, I'll give you. So you have on this option A, you go to Vegas, spend $100, you lose, your $100 gone. On my platform, but after you get done with all the fees and stuff, from that $100, you have like $92 left to gamble with. If you lose that bet, your $92 is not gone. You still have $92 locked up for you. We can call it a savings account, but it's not a savings account. It's locked up in crypto for you right there. You lost your bet, but you now have 92% more than if you had lost it in Vegas.
Right.
Now, here's the thing. it has to sit there for a year. And I'll get into the why and why that benefits you. You have to sit there for a year. But if you don't want it to sit there for a year, you have the option to withdraw it immediately. And it hits you with a 50% tax. So after that $92, you have like $46 and some change left. Now, still, even with that, that's still
nothing.
Still better than nothing.
Yeah.
It's still better than nothing. And so I know it sounds too good to be true. It took thousands of tests. And I reached out to a few crypto experts. And I said, man, please check behind me. Make sure this thing works because I think I'm on something. And after thousands of tests, it was like, you on something.
Wow.
I will tell you the guy, and he's in a meeting right now. So, and he may be the catch us before the end of the interview. But I will tell you, he's brilliant. He graduated from the University of Michigan. He's big into crypto. He was like, dude, we had a price arrangement for him to help me build this thing out. He took a fraction of. He said, you know what? I don't even want all the money.
Wow.
Give me a percentage of the company because I believe in this project. I will help. I will build the rest of this stuff. I already broke them off at the very beginning, right? He said, "Don't pay me no more money. I'm gonna build the rest of this thing out together. We're gonna build this thing out together because I believe it can actually help people, and this actually works. It's so simple. I can't believe nobody ever thought of this. So we got patents out there for APIs, all that other type of stuff. Again, a lot of jumbo people really won't understand. But yeah, man. I'm really excited about this platform, man. So my hope is to change the way people gamble in the future to where it's not destroying lives and it's not destroying relationships.
Yeah. And it's sports strictly, right?
Yeah, sports strictly. Just like if you went to DraftKings or Vegas or
Underdog and all of that. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And you're right. We see those ads everywhere, like on YouTube or podcasts. It's sponsored by all of that. So they're going to do it.
And what's going to happen, man, I don't know if you guys saw, I forgot the name of that movie, but it was on Netflix about OxyContin. To where the government just kind of let it run until it ran rampant, and then they had to put regulations in place.
Yeah. Dope sick.
Yeah.
Which
and
is a real
I
thing
truly
too.
believe, man, the government's going to put some regulations in place in the future because I believe lives going to be ruined, unfortunately. Lives going to be lost, unfortunately. They're going to be like, you know what? We got to put a stop to this. So my hope is that I'm first to market to help save lives, to help save families, man. So that's really my mission. My mission is to help people out.
That's amazing, man. That's
filling the niche.
Great. I love it. Tell me about the 1 year situation though. So the money stays in the crypto stays it stays there for 1 year. What's the knowledge behind that?
Great question. So SafeParlay is I'm trying my best. I've had a lot of practice with some of my best friends, Rashawn and Benita, to not talk too long because again people start tuning out. Yeah,
that's what we here for you to talk.
Got you. Okay, cool. So here's the thing. So remember how I mentioned before, if you start off with $100, by the time you get to your bet, you have $92 left. That $8 just didn't go. It didn't go in my pocket. That $8 goes back into the community or the ecosystem. Okay. So let's say, for instance, you lost your bet and your $92 is sitting over there. The next person actually places their bet. A portion of that $8 goes to your $92 that is sitting right there. So you're actually getting a yield or quote unquote interest on your money while your money is being parked. So you got to think that how big the gambling industry is. My hope is that we have millions of users. You literally could lose a bet, in my eyes, and by the time your bet is done, by the next day, you have more money than what you started with because of all the transactions and all the volume on the platform. So while your money gets sitting, you
can actually earn money while you're sitting there, even though you lost.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. And Parlay Place, you're getting a piece of that while your money is being parked. Now, at some point in time, you may say, you know what? I started off with $100 that dropped down to 92. Because of all this interest and stuff, I'm now at, let's say, $300. Let me go ahead and pull this money out now. Now you don't have to wait the whole year. You can pull that money out now and still have more money than what you started out with. The benefit of waiting the whole year is you get maximum gain. There go my CTO, Kev, right there. You get maximum gain.
Kev is joining us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
and at the end of the year, there's no more 50% tax. It's only a 1% tax. So now whatever you have there, exactly, the taxes is 50% anymore. It's only 1%.
1%. And that's if you want to place another bet.
Well, no, so keep in
after that?
mind. So here's the thing: you may lose your bet, want to pull out
Uh-huh.
immediately, have $46 left. You can place
Uh-huh.
another bet right then and there if you want. You can do whatever you want to
Okay.
do, or you can pull it
Okay.
out for yourself.
I see. I
Yeah,
see. But I was thinking like after a year, you said it would just be 1%. That would apply to the money that you leave in there for the year. The one
correct.
percent
So once your
tax.
money's there
Okay.
for a year, that
Okay.
is called a patient sale fee. You will then
Uh,
withdraw it, and instead of us tax you 50%, you only being taxed 1%.
one
So
percent.
you
Okay.
barely even you're barely going to miss it, right? Now here's the
Mm-hmm.
quick thing, and I'm gonna let Kev get into it as well. Here's the sweet thing about Safe Parlay that has never been done before. That's just the betting aspect. A lot of people don't bet, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's say you believe in Safe Parlay, but you don't want to place a bet. Now you can still buy we call it the SPAR token. So think about Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any type of stock, right? If you own something, you buy it at one price. Every time somebody buys it, what happens to your token value? It goes up.
It goes
Goes
up.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. So you can say, you know what, I don't want to gamble with that. I just want to buy the SPAR token and hold on to it. Every time somebody buys the token, the value of your token is going up higher, higher, and higher. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a mixture of sports betting with a stable coin, or you can just hold
Mm-hmm.
it like a Bitcoin, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
on the other end. So it's like it's an investment, but it's also fun as well.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
all that
Now
makes
you.
sense, by the way.
Everybody's frozen.
I think
I
we
think mine
froze
is
a
cutting
little
out.
bit. We tacked.
Oh, I
Can you?
froze.
I
Yeah.
can
Hold
hear you.
on. I think we all freaks lagging just a
Yeah.
taste.
It's
Am I back
fixing.
now?
Yeah. Yeah. We're good.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
now is
Yeah.
Bitcoin the currency? Is Bitcoin the currency that's
Well,
used
I'll let
initially
Kev get it.
on your
Yeah,
platform? Or
I'll
well,
let
introduce
Kev get
Kev
into
for
that.
us
I'll
real
let Kev
quick.
talk. Yes, yes, yes. So real quick, so how I found Kev was, remember I told you guys at the very beginning, because I was new to crypto, I didn't know too much about it except for what my little bro told me. I was like, man, I got to make sure this
Uh-huh.
idea isn't too good to be true, or make sure my math isn't off. So I went out and I looked for an expert that's in cryptocurrency and projects like this. And so I found Kev and I said, look, man, I'm gonna just here's my idea, and I hired him to just review it. And so that's how I ended up finding Kev, and I'll let him take it from there.
Okay. Yeah.
What
What's
up,
up,
Kev?
Yeah.
Kev?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah. Thank
As
you
you
for
said, my
joining.
name. I'm the CTO of SafeParlay. And kind of like what Jonathan was saying, we met. He had me kind of go over some things just in terms of is it possible to do? And I've actually been in crypto since 2015, back
Okay.
when people were still saying things like, Bitcoin's not going to make you rich. Just,
Mm-hmm.
invest in a little and just have some before we even really knew what any of this could be. To
Mm-hmm.
answer your question, SPAR token is not Bitcoin. SPAR token
Okay.
is actually going to be on the Ethereum network.
Ethereum. Okay.
And basically if you kind of get into it, Bitcoin is more about, or Bitcoin maximalists, they're more about just Bitcoin as a commodity.
Uh-huh.
Ethereum is where you get a lot of the utility aspects of it, and
Okay.
you do things. You can fund whole ecosystems, and so the whole purpose behind SPAR token, what Jonathan's getting at, is
Mm-hmm.
even when you lose, you actually win. Because
Right.
in this whole cryptocurrency economy, the concept of supply and demand still holds.
Mm-hmm.
When you have people who are consistently buying SPAR token because they want to gamble, they're not purchasing it simply for, oh, there's a cryptocurrency that I'm thinking that's going to go up. In this field, we call those value tokens.
Okay.
Rather than being something where you are benefiting from something else and you're just deriving the benefit monetarily,
Mm-hmm.
value tokens are kind of seen as, for lack of a better term, we call them shit coins. And the
Okay.
reason for that is because they only have value when they're going up.
Mm.
SPAR token, on the other hand, is a utility token. And the
Okay.
reason for that is the benefit that people are receiving from it is they're buying SPAR tokens because they want to bet. And Jonathan's gone into this in great detail before.
Yeah.
We kind of have it's kind of a epidemic, right? It's like you can bet not only on just sports, you can bet on world events nowadays.
Yeah.
Instead of just, I guess, trying to fight against that, you're trying to make it safer,
Safer,
basically.
because people gonna do what people gonna do regardless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it's our job in terms of the tokenomics aspect of it to make it something that is sustainable and can increase in value. So when we say a person loses a bet, we know that there's a high probability that people will lose. And all you're really
Yes.
doing is when you're staking, because you're reducing that supply, you're increasing the demand of SPAR token, which kind of just reinforces that positive feedback loop,
Yeah.
and allows it to increase in value. That, like, when Jonathan brought that to my attention, I was like, he solved the missing piece. Because the missing piece was always, if the value of the token's going down, what is the purpose of me buying it for?
Right.
But on the other hand, it's like, as we said, people are going to gamble because they want to gamble, right?
Yeah.
It's
The
like
value's
yeah.
going to keep going up because
like
people
they
are
want
going
to
to keep coming
use the
back to bet.
platform no matter what. And because of that, he solved a very, very critical piece. And that's, I mean, when he offered me the CTO position, I jumped on it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a position too. Hey, hey, yo, no doubt. That sounds wonderful, man. And I'm not a betting guy by nature, but just understanding that it exists and people are gonna do it, So I like the idea what you guys come with. Let's just make a safer option, and then if you lose, you're just not out of whatever money that you put up initially.
Right.
So that
And on the
that's
flip side, if you do win, you are able to get those real, those winnings.
Great question. Great question. So how that works on the winning side is, so typically when you go to Vegas or DraftKings or FanDuel, when you place your bet, let's say you win, you get your money immediately. What makes us different is it's a week-long process. So we got something called a weekly parlay pool. So let's go back to that initial $8 that you lost whenever you start with that $100 gambling in the first place. A percentage of that went to the weekly parlay pool. And so throughout the week, people are placing parlays, and we have a leaderboard. Once that week is up, let's say from Sunday to Monday, depending on where you are on the leaderboard, that's how much money you actually get at that point in time. So it's not like hey, I just won my bet, where's my money? You just won points. At the end of the week, we find out where you are, and you end up doing that way. I'm gonna tell you why this was.
Hence the title, SafeParlay.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is typically, if somebody's betting over a period of a week, more than likely they're losing. Somebody can go on a hot win streak, but it's few and far in between. It gives you more chances to win than just you losing the first time. So that guy that lost that $92, he can withdraw it for that 50% fee and then bet again, still get on the leaderboard. So at the end of the week, we have it on Tuesdays. That's when you actually will get paid out.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
So,
that's brilliant.
It definitely is, man, and it solves it. Definitely, I can see it solving, some of the problem that you talk about with, people losing their shirts and losing their families, because this thing becomes an addiction. It's like they got to keep feeding it. Where are you now in the process? How far are you away from, from having something out there for the folks?
So great question. So we just ended phase 1 of the pre-sale. So the pre-sale is now up. You can go to SafeParlay.io. So we haven't opened it up to the public just yet. Talk about the Boats Road again. Travis wanted to talk about that, and Kev making jump in as well. Me and Kev had an ideal date like last year, like when the NFL season started. But Kevin is so great at what he does. He was like, Jay Scott, like, let's not put this thing out until it is ready. To go. So me learning patience, and it's great having Kev here because Kevin's like, dude, we're good. We're gonna take it nice, get it out.
Yeah.
So right now we're taking pre-sale tokens. So phase 1 meant if you put in, let's say $20, whenever we fully launch, you will have $40 worth of that token. Phase 2, we're gonna update the site later on today because phase 1 is already ended. You're gonna get 1.5 times. So later on today, if you put in on a pre-sale, let's say you put in $100, when SafeParlay opens up, you'll have $150 worth of SPAR token in your wallet.
Nice.
So right now we're in the pre-sale and we're in the beta testing phase as of right now. I'll let Kel speak a little bit more about that if he wants to, and then Travis actually sent you a video, kind of showing what our beta testers are going through right now and how our platform looks on the back end.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead,
You
Kev,
good?
and then
Go
I'll
ahead,
go.
Kev.
Oh,
You go ahead, and then I'll
just
throw some video.
to talk a little bit about the platform itself. So our beta phase is actually conducted for the NFL season. And the reason for that is it's pretty easy to measure because all the games are pretty much like all at once.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what we wanted to do was we wanted to make sure that people could not only bet on games, they could make prop bets through the site. When they win or when they lost, the Safe Parlay token goes where it's supposed to, or the points are allocated as such. So beta testers get the full experience right now in terms of just being able to go in and it gets a little bit addictive, to be honest, because you're just
that's the whole point
as a
that we
beta,
talked about.
yeah, we have it on a. So here's the thing why it gets addictive, because it's a test network, and so it's fake money. So like the beta testers, when you sign up, it's like I send you $1 million, $1 million, and you can you're just clicking on stuff, and you're just
trying stuff.
I got a parlay for whatever.
Yeah.
I've done it like 200 times at this point. Like if you look at my test history, it's just and it's mostly, the funny thing about it is beginner's luck is real, because one thing about me that I didn't mention when me and Jonathan got together, I knew absolutely nothing about
the naivety sometimes.
I would just be asking questions, and I'd be like, Jonathan, like, don't look at me like I'm stupid, but like, what does this mean?
You were
But
because you like the helmet.
From like the outside, like the analytical mind, you're like looking into stuff, and you're like, oh, so that's why that is. We can do it this way, and we can do it that way. And so just kind of the interplay between me and Jonathan building this thing out, from just a mathematical perspective, it became like I won my first bet. I think I lost the next 10.
Okay. Now, are you going?
The beta testers are getting the full experience right now.
Yeah, I was curious. Is it wins and losses, or statistic wise, and all like the finer details of the actual game?
We have prop bets, spreads. It's just like you go on any other platform.
Okay, all of that. I got you. Wow.
So you could bet the line, or you can just do the points over and under and all that. Okay.
Yep.
Good deal. I'm gonna go to this video. Talk us through what we're looking at on the video while we run that.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We didn't realize they were on mute while that video was playing, but you can
Yeah.
get an idea of
No
what the site
Yeah.
looks like. So talk us through that, Jonathan.
Yeah, so what you guys just witnessed there was me placing a parlay. You notice that I connected my crypto wallet to it. And then, for example, it showed like 99.70. That's how many quote unquote SPAR tokens I had. But then I hit the, I forgot what that button is called, but then it showed that it equates to $10, $10 in real money. And then I end up placing the parlay. You notice that it said 70.21. It didn't say $70.21. Because again, keep in mind, if you win points. And depending on where you are on a leaderboard at the end of the week, that it will tell you how much money you actually won based upon your points. So I was just showing you guys how easy it is to actually place a parlay on the platform. Only thing you need is a crypto wallet and SPAR token.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna do later on today, guys, I'm actually gonna take that video and I'm gonna post it on social media with my voice in the background to give everybody a walkthrough as well.
Okay.
So how should they follow you on social media then, so they can see this video with the explanation attached to it?
Oh yeah, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'll put it on both. For Instagram, it is I am 4J Scott. So IAM the number 4 J Scott. And then obviously you watching me on Facebook right now. You already got my Facebook. And Kev can give his information as well.
Yeah, for me, my company is Ascendant.finance on X. You can find us at Ascendant Fi. That's ASCENDANTFI. And if anybody's on LinkedIn, you can find me on LinkedIn under my name, Kevin Williams.
Okay. And you're on IG as well, Kevin? You said?
I am on IG, Kevin J11.
Okay, let me find you guys.
Yeah.
All right, I just put all
Kevin
those
is spelled kind of weird, KEVAN.
Yeah.
Oh, AN. I had a friend of mine that his name was VIN, but he just growing up, he just started spelling it VAN all out the blue. Growing up when we was kids.
He made an executive decision.
He did.
And one thing I'm real big on, guys, is promoting people I love working with. Don't take Kevin away from it now. But if you're interested in crypto, want to start a crypto project, not to put too much on Kevin's plate.
Yeah.
This is one of the best guys I ever worked with. Seriously, reach out to him. The guy is brilliant. He knows his stuff. Again, I almost knew nothing, and he's taught me so much.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to start your own crypto
like
project, this sounds interesting to you guys. Reach out to him. The guy's good.
It's very interesting, and I can already tell just hearing him talk about it. And then hearing the backstory that Jonathan told before you came on, Kevin, when he said that, he went to hire you for a fee, and then you were like, all right, we good.
Yeah,
now
let
just
me
make you
get
the
him.
CTO and forget about the rest of that fee, because I see what's coming, and I want some of that instead of the short play, So I can tell.
I'll tell you honestly, I normally don't do that.
Yeah, of course. You're in business to be in business.
Yeah.
Usually
I don't do this, but
yeah.
I'm looking. Yeah.
Usually
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually it's a pretty big fee.
Exactly.
But SafeParlay was like, I'm good. I'm in on this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, his fee is up there. I'll tell you. That's scared about it.
Yeah.
It's a healthy price. Yeah, I would tell you that. But it's well worth it, man. Like I said, you guys saw that video. He created it. Like, he
really?
That.
Okay.
He built that. Yeah.
Okay, we got
it
that.
looks good, man. It looks good. I like it. I like the site. It looks very, clean and easy to navigate, even for someone like me and like Midas. Like, I've never been on DraftKings or I've never been on any of them. But just seeing that for the first time, I can see, okay, if I went on here, this is walk you right through how to do it and how to get where you're trying to get. I'm curious to know why you didn't. Your first bet wasn't on the Cleveland Cavaliers, though.
Uh-oh.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I was a big LeBron fan back in the day. Yeah, I used to love. I used to love the Cleveland Cavaliers. Again, we won't do an NFL right now. So.
Okay.
I got you.
NBA is coming though.
Yes,
like
sir.
for our launch, we'll have bets available for NBA and MLB season. We know MLB preseason is coming up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nita
Now
Bolton,
I didn't
thank you, Nita.
I didn't see the I am for J Scott on IG. Did we spell it correctly? I found
Let me
Kevin.
see. Let me make sure. Hang on now. Let me make sure I
And I
ain't
got you on Facebook, but Jonathan Scott, of
uh,
course, right? No
oh,
H.
I'm sorry. Great catch. It's I'm for J Scott. Take out so
I'm
I
okay.
am.
See? All
Yeah,
right, let's
and I
try it
appreciate that,
again.
man.
See, he was following
I
in real
am
time.
for
Yeah,
J
I
Scott.
like it.
There we go.
Okay.
I
And
am
my
for
brother
There we
cussing me
go.
out right now. My brother
Yeah, I
texted me,
got
why
it
didn't you
now.
answer my question? My
Oh,
brother's asking, so, and he already know
question.
the answer to this, so I don't know how he asked me, but I get why he's doing that. He's saying, so if I win on the leaderboard, would I just win what I would have won on prize picks, or could my potential winnings be far more? Great questions, Jeff. It could be far more. Now, that's dependent
Mm.
on volume, right? I will tell you guys, I got a quick number for you guys. Back in 2021, the gambling industry, this is according to Forbes magazine, did $53 billion. That was a record at the time. As of 2024, we're at $115 billion in gambling.
Wow.
That shows you guys
Wow.
it's more than doubled in 3 years. That's how,
Mm-hmm.
and that number sounds, oh, great, right? But think about how many people lost money in order
Lost
for that
money.
number to get
Yeah, we
a
need
lot
to
more
add
people
that
lost
on.
their money. Come on, man. Like, come
Yeah.
on. So,
And I noticed on
so-
the
so-
site, it said it's gonna cost you 10 points and potential winnings was 71. So that
Right.
kind of
So,
The points, right?
Yeah, so, it'll cost you- so 10 points will be $10. Your potential points will be 71. So the reason why Jeff asked that question is because if we do a fraction of that on SafeParlay, think about that leaderboard. Think about how much money is in the weekly parlay pool pot.
Gotcha.
You literally we could be paying out millions of dollars a week to individuals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what my little bro was like, dude, answer this question because people need to realize we're not just helping losers. Winners can win far more on our platform, but it's all dependent on you guys. It's dependent on you guys getting in on the pre-sale. It's dependent on you guys actually gambling on our platform.
Yeah.
So great question, bro. Yeah, you
I
can
like
win
it.
far more here than what you'll win elsewhere.
Yeah. This is very
Yeah.
good stuff, man. I appreciate it. James Master says thanks for sharing. Good luck with Safe Parlay.
Yeah, James.
And thank you, James. Have a good week for you as
Yeah.
well.
James, if you got any new music, type the title in so people can go check out your new music. I think I saw you releasing some other stuff. So do we need to have you guys come back when everything is all ready to launch full force?
Hey, look, man, we're ready for it. We're ready for it. Right now,
we'll take our positions there too.
Yeah, we're ready for it, man. We're ready for it. We're ready for it.
Yeah, and I can tell you now, I'm joining. I'm going to join the platform as well. Like I said, I've been interested enough to know about sports betting and stuff, but never been doing it. When he first asked me the first time, have I been on it? I'm like, I live in South Carolina, I can't do it. So this is kind of a way around that anyway. So I'm definitely going to be a customer. And anyone else that's interested, definitely join Safe Parlay. It sounds very interesting, and it's definitely it's something I can definitely get behind.
And what I'll do is also in the comment section, guys, I'll put a video explaining how to actually participate in the pre-sale. So again, even if you don't want to gamble, you can still just get in on the pre-sale and just hold a token. Who knows, man? We can't make any promises. This is not financial advice, but this thing does what I believe it can possibly do. Just holding on to the token will be enough. You don't have to gamble. So
what's up, Ernesto?
What up, Ernesto?
Yeah, and I got a shout out Milton Crow in the Crow's Nest. I think he chimed in. He faithful chairman of the board supporter, put me on the phone with Anthony Hamilton after one of the shows last year. And speaking of chairman of the board, we had a based on the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame and Gold Mine Recordings or magazine. We had a top 100 single of 2025 with "Baby You're the Melody." That's available online too if y'all want to check it out. Yeah, man. This is great. Anything else? Any questions? You guys in the audience, any questions before we get out of here? We can't hold these guys all day, but we certainly thank them, Kevin and Jonathan, for their time informing us about a healthier alternative for you guys that like to spread your money around. Absolutely.
Hey, man, we appreciate both of you gents for taking the time with us, man. It's been a great show, and we definitely want to check back in with you once things get rolling too.
Absolutely. Yeah, let us know, and we'll have you guys back and give the full launch version of everything. And in the meantime, Mellow Groove Duo, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Stevens and myself will be at CCB Bistro and Vine doing live music this Thursday. January 9th. That's gonna be from 5:30 to 8:30 during dinner time. Come by, have you a bite to eat, a little something to drink, and read a book. We gonna be there. Shout out to Shanali and Mindy.
Jonathan and Kev, any last words that you want to leave us with? Words of wisdom? Any wisdom for people that's watching and listening that want to follow and follow their their entrepreneur journey as well? What kind of advice would you give them?
Kevin will go first. You want me to go first?
Just let Kevin go first.
Yeah, sure. I didn't get too much into this, but I didn't come from a traditional tech background. I actually started pre-med in college and ended up going to law school. But I felt so strongly about blockchain and just the potential for it, just in terms of the democratization of finance in general, that I was drawn to it. And as you know, I've been drawn to it for over 11 years now. I would say that anyone who's looking to follow your passion, anything that is difficult but worth achieving, you should go for. Yeah. Because one of the things that I've realized just in my career is that the money is going to come. Like, if you're following what you're passionate about and you strongly believe in it, when other people, like-minded people, get together, big things happen. You don't even have to worry about it. Yeah, that's why when I met Jonathan, it was a no-brainer for me, because it's how I've carried my whole career. So that's all I'll say. Follow your passion. As
the passion is important.
Absolutely. Yeah. What about you, Jonathan? Jay Scott?
I mean, Kev took all the juicy stuff, man. But one thing I will say is that
don't let me go first.
Lead a small piece of chicken.
Exactly, yeah, the big piece of chicken. But yeah, man, like right now, this process isn't easy. It's hard. I was having a conversation with my wife last night. I was like, "This is gonna be hard." I said, "But that's how I know it's gonna be worth it." Because anybody that's the big dogs that are up there, they didn't unless they hit the Powerball, right? Like, and it took work, it took time, it took frustration, it took testing in order to get there. So I'm like, because this is so hard, I know it's going to work. All it's going to take is that we just don't give up and just keep moving. And one thing I would tell anybody is, I don't care who you look up to or who you don't look up to. You can think of the most wealthiest person or the most whatever person in the world. Why can't that be you? You can make just as much change. I don't care who you look up to. That can literally be, that person got the same blood run through their veins that you have. So don't give up. Keep going. I watched a great movie last night that kind of reminded me of that. It's called The Banker. I don't know if you guys seen it.
Okay. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it got Samuel Jackson and this other dude. I forgot his name. Great movie. Basically, it's about two guys that purchased banks as two black men, and that was looked down upon. That was hard back in the day, but they actually achieved it. So, but yeah, man, just don't give up. And besides the inspiration stuff, I'm gonna get into the gambling thing real quick, man. Be real with yourself. Don't over leverage. Don't think about suicide. If your marriage is on the rocks, take a step back. You may have something mentally going on, right? It may seem small. Again, it's called a silent killer. Go to your DraftKings, FanDuel. Look at your, I forgot what it's called. It shows you all your P&L, so to speak. You gotta search for it. They ain't gonna be in your face. Look at that P&L and think to yourself, was that a good decision? And every bit you make after that, I promise you, you're just compounding that L, not that P.
That's great advice.
Very smart.
Man. That's great advice.
Very smart. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. And this has been great.
Yeah, we got a couple more comments real quick from the Travel People podcast. He says, the great thing about this app, you can use it while on vacation. Hey, you see what I did there? Yeah, y'all go to check Juan, you can put the number in the chat like you normally do. This guy hook you up if you want to take a cruise, you want to take a trip. He'll put a package together for you. And also the Havens Men's Shelter Super Bowl fundraiser. The tickets are on sale. Contact the Havens Men's Shelter for details. So that's coming up also.
That's
Yeah,
it, man.
man.
Hey, we won't have a show next week, right? We'll be
Yeah.
off next week.
Yeah, we're gonna take. I got my son has an appointment next Tuesday, but we'll resume the following Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for hanging out one more time. Thank Jonathan for stopping by. We thank Kevin for hopping on. We thank all of you guys out there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And do not leave without hitting the subscribe button, no matter what platform you're on. Join our No Shortcuts podcast page on Facebook, as well as our No Shortcuts the community page. And I guess we'll see you guys over there next week. Guys, stay on the line. Everyone else. Oh yeah, 2 weeks. Y'all stay on the line. Everybody have a great rest of the week. Happy New Year. Peace, love. We out of here.